Hey, what's up? Welcome to my channel. I'm Olnuzola, and I think yesterday or the day before, I found this piece of paper with my notes on it, and I realized it was another piece of paper with notes of a study that I have been doing about the number 5 and its symbolism and how it resonates with 2021, the year that we're in right now, and the archetype of the Hierophant within the tarot and its symbology. I have a video about this. It lasts 55 minutes or something. It's a study and relax video. I'm planning on doing more of those types of videos. Yeah, study and relax with me, I call them. To take a rest and relax, just sit back and listen to the words that I'm sharing, to the insights, to the knowledge, and simultaneously you can expand your awareness, expand your mind and knowledge, increase your knowledge, remember things that have forgotten, because a lot of this symbolism that I study is universal. It's timeless. It's I think that you can say embedded deep within ourselves. So it speaks to our subconscious, and it can be beneficial to us at any moment, really. So I haven't really checked on the whole page. So in the other video, is it rolling? Yeah, I'm going pretty fast. In the other video, I'll put the link above so you can check that out, the original one. I shared more notes, and when I was preparing for it, because I have been studying this particular subject a couple of times throughout this year, 2021, I mean. And I was gathering my different types of notes because I have loads of journals, and there have been a couple of times where I try to sort of organize it. So this journal is for this and this journal is for this, but I think it's just not for me. So my stuff is everywhere. I'm an artist, I'm a woman, so I can be chaotic and feel very comfortable in that. It's very inspiring for me, and excited. Anyways, when I was gathering the information that I shared in the other video, somewhere I was like, there was more. So I haven't checked on it yet, so this is another improvised video, spontaneous, to keep it real. I'm just gonna share with you what I wrote here. I can't remember when I wrote this. I think it was somewhere last summer or something, maybe like a couple of months ago. So it says here, so I'm just gonna read it out loud and then discuss with you some more info or not, and you can just take this information to remind yourself or to expand your knowledge. So on the top of the page it says, so let me show it to you quickly. Pentagon, dodecahedron, so that's the platonic solid shape that resonates with 5, the energy of 5. And 5 is also in the middle of the journey. If you think about numerology, 1 to 10, 5 is in the middle. 5 is the number that is the furthest away from the divine, because it's in the middle, so it's not at the root, but not at the crown or at the universe either. But at the same time, So if you see 1 to 10 as a journey, 5 is being the middle point, makes it so that it's like you're too far to go back, but you still need quite a lot to travel until you reach your goal. But if you think about the chakra system, which we have 7 main chakras in our body, it's 7, so the 5th isn't numerology wise the middle point, but it is the middle between the 2 3s, if you're following me. It's the heart center. And this is the beautiful thing with symbolism and with life in general. There are universal truths that in a way aren't discussable or aren't, it's just the way that it is. But within that world, within our world, there are most of the things, you can look at it from different perspectives. It's just so, I love life, man. It's so complex, so interesting. So the middle of the journey. I wonder why I drew this hand. I think it might be used by popes, maybe. It's a V shape, and also the hand. Let's continue. 5, life, vital, beautiful necessity, coming to life, excellence, star, status rating. When you think about stars and the status rating, it's always 0 to 5. Authority, power, generativity, fertility, humanity, health. So when listening to these words, think about how this connects to where we're at right now. Regeneration, continuity, movement, rhythm of growth, pulsing 5-fold rhythm, levenskracht, that's Dutch, like life force, self-replicating formula. Yeah, so in the numerology book, I think it's in the other room, I shared in the other video, this regeneration, continuity, movement, rhythm of growth, pulsing 5-fold rhythm, life force, levenskracht. It's a vibration of nature, of plants, changing, movement, growth, which can be, if you think about change in our lives, change can be very uncomfortable for many of us. Because we already know where we were, but now things are changing, so we need to learn again. We need to explore, but there's another word. We need to digest, or we need to observe again. We're not sure what is going to happen. So this uncertainty that comes with this active energy of the 5 can be uncomfortable. It also says something about a choice and a decision, like a crossroad. How do you I have acid reflux, is that the English word? Because of my pregnancy. I'm 32 weeks now, so I'm really short of breath still. If you're coming back to all my videos, you already know. If you're new to my channel, this is why sometimes you might hear me speak a bit like, oh baby boy. Yeah, so my organs don't have much space. Big Gemini alert. Restless, adventure, nervous, impulsive, change, ether, spirit. A restless changing, and yeah, I'm translating it from Dutch. Also, a temporary vibration. I think that's an interesting one. A temporary vibration. That nervousness that we can experience with a change doesn't last. On the other hand, change keeps coming, so, and it's healthy, you know. If you know, I get so much wisdom just by observing plants and nature. And I think everybody who watches this video knows, already does this, observe nature. If you think about the growth of a leaf, of something or from a seed to a plant, there's this necessity of movement. There's this necessity of growth. If we think back to when you were a child, we experienced literal growing pains. Literal growing pains. Quick or swift, sudden changes, unexpected changes, prayer, meditation, research of new possibilities, mental growth and development. So an advice is to be flexible and open for adjustment, and practice self-control in order to be able to control ourselves. We must first know ourselves. I noticed that a lot of things are quite contradicting. So here it says calm and what is bedachtzaamheid? In English, I don't know. A strong longing for change, a different job, moving, or different lifestyle. Here it says something about the Hierophant, the high priest, inner teacher. The Book of Thought says, uniting of the microcosm with the macrocosm, law of analogy, and an analogy, the law of the new eon. The rhythm of the Hierophant is such that he moves only at intervals of 2000 years. Oh, this is so funny. When I read this right now, I immediately thought of the question, what happened in 21 AC? But I saw that I actually wrote it under it. What is 21? What happened in 21 AC? I think, yeah. Let's look up the Eon card. Or that's 20. Because it speaks of the law of the new Eon. "21 cards. The World card. 2021. The Crowley Tarot, search for hidden truth. Deep certainty of being part of a higher order. The five-pointed star can be infinitely enlarged or reduced without losing its structure or proportion in the progress. Yeah, that kind of goes together with what I just mentioned about universal laws. You know, that some things are just the way they are. They cannot be changed. But there is change in it. It is change. Change cannot be changed. It's true. Oh my God. And uniting the individual with the universe. So before I continue, I won't make this video too long. Share your thoughts with me. These words of these notes can be a bit vague, but I am sure that at least one thing ignited something in you. Reminded you of something. And I wonder if that something is something from this year, 2021. I'm sharing knowledge and information here. But at the same time, I leave room for you to explore yourself. There is something very magical and fertile about mystery, because it gives space for you to be. It gives space for you to explore and to find your inner truths that resonate with the universal truth. I'm a self-taught artist, because to me it has always been so important to explore and discover was the word that I was looking for earlier. It has always been so important to me to explore and discover and develop myself, because in that way I stay authentic and I know my truth. And there's a healthy changing energy. If it's good to learn from other people, I do this, to share the things with you so you can learn. But I find it so important. I wanted to say with value. There's a high value to it, from my perspective, to leave this room for you, to leave this space for you to explore these things yourself, and to just hand out some sparkles of ignition, inspiration. I'm not going to say this is how you should do something, because I acknowledge your path. You know what I mean? Yeah, me personally, I always had that when I was little. And this is such a clear example. When I was still going to primary school, I remember if the teacher gave us a task, for example, to draw something, and he would say, he or she, I can't remember, but in which class it was. He would say, for example, okay, class, today we're going to draw, and the subject is nature, and here it comes, where it went wrong with me. So when I hear nature as a subject, my mind goes like, oh, this is a possibility, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. But then they would say, you can, for example, draw a tree. I didn't want to draw a tree anymore because it wasn't my idea anymore. Mind you that my life path number is 3, so it's also creative. What else shall I say? Yeah, share with me what parts of my video of today ignited something in you or remind you of something, and maybe you've been studying numerology yourself. I invite you to check out the other video, which is really different. I do take my time for that one. Thank you for watching. Share your thoughts. Subscribe if you haven't yet. And if you're already a subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. Peace and love to you. Till the next video. Bye.